headed to the West Bijou Ranch.
Bijou, honey.
Bijou, which is part of the Savory Institute. And we're going to meet with Dave Carter, who's the president of the National Bison Association. And once we enter the entrance of the ranch, it's another mile just to get to the ranch house. I like the signs. That's it. That's pretty.
One of the cool things about these areas is you don't really need cameras. You got the wide open spaces and you're going to see the dust.
There's one of those hoof things.
A cattle guard, honey?
Cattle guard. They don't have cows out here.
Maybe they do. Maybe it's part of the Savory Institute. I don't know what all other animals they have out here. We're here to see a specific mammal. Good morning, number 573. Can you mosey on along? Thank you, honey. Good morning. Cows.
I'm Dave Carter. I'm the Executive Director of the National Bison Association. I've been with the association as its director for the last 20 years. And for about 17 of those, my wife and I have actually been involved in raising bison. And so we're partners in a herd of about 240 mother cows here at the West Bijou Ranch in Colorado, which is owned by the Savory Institute and managed regeneratively.
Go ahead, Charlie.
call this Buffalo TV.
You guys should have a camera out here.
One of our members, he's got a job in town. He's over on the western slope. He says, yeah, I come home after work. He says, I go make myself a thermos of martinis and go out in the pasture and watch Buffalo TV for a while.
That's awesome. Oh, I love it. Charlie, you've got one coming right to you. Look at that. Look at this one right here.
Yeah.
Started leading them all over into this section. I was trying to fiddle with my camera and Charlie goes, they're all moving. I was like, maybe just stand really still and they'll come hang out with us.
I'll tell you what, it's a very matriarchal society.
Is it?
The women run the show.
Oh, okay. So is that maybe a woman or a cow?
That's a cow. Yeah,
okay.
Now the bulls are in it for one thing, and then the cows take care of. And it's a very, very social structure. So, you know, it looks like one herd out here, but there's little family groups of 20 to 30.
Gotcha.
That you can tell the difference. I mean, besides genitalia, but the cows are generally mature cows will be between 900 and 1,000 pounds.
Okay.
Your bulls obviously get bigger.
Yeah, the big guys back there.
But if you look at the cows, the females, they'll have a narrow head and their horns come out and curve around.
Hello, mamas and big bull. Now I know how to tell the difference. Hi. I don't want to be fed. Or not, I don't want to feed you is what I'm trying to say. I'm like, you would not make me a meal, but you might make me a piece of the earth, which I don't want right now. Hi, buddy. Go on. What's this one's name? 808.
808.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me see you wonderfully. You're a fine specimen. Golly, this is it's incredibly, like, I don't even have words right now to just be able to be standing in this field.
Right.
Okay, let's go. Why'd you say oops?
I heard a crunch from a cactus.
There's a huge cactus patch you're going. Oh, you just. What's up, cactus?
You've got so much content to flow just from doing these projects.
Are you excited?
Yeah. This is what I envision us doing, not me sitting in the cubicle. I mean, I know I have to do that. What these guys have to say about stuff are things like with what he was talking about with Impossible Burger and stuff like that. That's what people like to hear, but it's coming from
More experienced ranchers.
So even with the rain we had, it's still dry today.
Yeah, my name is Dan Nossel. I'm with the Natural Resources Conservation Service office and out of Franktown. And we're here today at the West Bijou Ranch doing a range inventory. And as a part of the range inventory, what we do is we identify the plant species that are on the landscape, estimate the composition of those species, and then do a visual estimate of the production, the annual production that is on that landscape.
I think one of the most powerful things to appreciate about bison, and it's becoming more and more important each and every day is to recognize the role that ruminants overall play in healthy grasslands. And of course, in this part of the world, the bison were the keystone historic species. In North America, grasslands historically made up between 30 and 40% of the ecosystems. The grassland ecosystems evolved in concert with the bison. I say these grasslands bear the indelible hoofprint of the bison. The species of grasses that naturally grow out here, those all evolved with the interaction, the hoof prints, the manure, the urine, the wallowing of bison. These grasses are so efficient in capturing carbon and putting it back into the soil, but they can't do it by themselves. If we were just to leave these grasslands vacant and take all of the livestock off of them, they'd choke themselves out. The grasses produce about 30% more forage every year than could decompose, so they would oxidize and it would turn into a desert.
We need moisture for grasses and forbs that grow to decay as much as we need for them to grow. In the areas of the world where the rainfall and humidity is irregular, what grows, it can't decay. There's not the humidity above ground on a regular basis to allow for it to decay. If you think about where's the only place above ground year-round in those areas where you have that moisture to decay, it's in the stomach or the ruminant of the animal. That's why we need the animal there. The forage has to go through the animal where the microbes are in the moist environment to decay. Along with that, we've got to have the predator, which kept the animal moving, bunched and moving. So right now we're running bison on this ranch, but we could be using any ruminant to do that same process, whether it's a wilder animal like the buffalo, American buffalo, or domesticated cow or sheep or goat. We're trying to support those animals to do their job in making the environment function.